Hi, we are learning community number 8, and for our cultural plunge, we went to the Texas A&M Jewish Hillel. Here's the intro and significance. For our cultural plunge, we attended a Jewish service. None of the members in our group are of Jewish faith or culture, so it was a great opportunity for us to step outside of our own cultures and faith. In this presentation, we hope to give you a deeper look into the Jewish culture. Our cultural experience. The Texas A&M Hillel is located just off campus alongside George Bush Drive. We learned that Hillel is a Jewish synagogue or temple associated with the college and welcomes students of all backgrounds. The service is often ran by the students and consists of singing uplifting and positive songs about God, unity, community, and peace. Following the service, others gather to share a meal together. In the Jewish culture, this is an act of love and bonds friendships and community, as well as toasting a prayer to the meal and togetherness. Our cultural experience. We chatted with the students beforehand, finding everyone to be welcoming and friendly. We were greeted by a senior in engineering, Tori was her name, who graciously explained their holy book to us, which is called the Tanakh. The Tanakh is written in the Hebrew, which reads from right to left as well as back to front. She also let us know that every page would have an English translation, so we wouldn't feel completely lost. Before attending the service, we were somewhat naive, believing it would be very foreign and different because of our own faiths. We found it to be very relatable and uplifting. Any preconceptions we had were quickly diminished by the experience. It made us all want to learn more about the Jewish community and culture. As aspiring teachers, it is very important for us to step outside of our own cultures in order to understand the culture and be culturally sensitive for all of our students, to enable us the ability to foster a safe, inclusive learning environment where the students within all cultures feel important and loved. Sadly, Jewish people have endured a history of anti-Semitism and prejudice for centuries. Besides the terrible stereotyping we hear about Jewish people's personalities and physical attributes being greedy, bank owners, lawyers, and ruthless, there's much worse. There's a horrific story of Jewish people being targeted, harassed, killed, and falsely blamed for catastrophic events. Anti-Semitism has been on the rise in the U.S. around the world, especially since COVID and now in the Israel-Hamas war. In the U.S., anti-Semitic incidences are the highest levels in 40 years and have more than doubled in the past 10 years. Jewish culture is about love, tradition, family, and helping others. Vibrant and widespread, Jewish culture has lots of different customs in all of areas of life. Jewish tradition promotes the importance of ethical behavior and moral values. Jewish tradition values the importance of self-reflection and personal growth. In Judaism, all people are created in the image of God and deserve to be treated with dignity and respect. Jews have made huge contributions in society, including and not limited to the fields of science and technology. Many famous actors are also Jewish, such as Albert Einstein. Here is a list of all of the events that have happened, or many events that have happened in the Jewish culture. Here is the pop culture and alternative views. There are a few different websites that we found that also had relating to the Jewish culture and faith. The Jewish community has contributed various aspects to society. Many individuals would appreciate the culture and historic contributions of the Jewish culture brings to the society, while others may hold misconceptions, prejudice, and bias based against this cultural group. Here's our activity and assessment. You could even do a Kahoot or quizzes with it. Here's the reading and making connections. These were different books that Brianna read and made the connections of all of the different books that were based upon Judaism. This continues the Judaism, or the connections that were made. Teaching strategies. Strategy number 1 is have every student share something that represents their culture and have them explain the item to the class. For example, they could bring a piece of food, clothing article, a photo, etc. Strategy number 2, have students research their culture and interview and ask their elbow partner about this specific culture. I actually did this whenever I was in kindergarten and found it to be very beneficial and still remember it to this day. The reflections. In conclusion, we all said that it was really cool to be able to step outside of our own faith because we all said that we had a faith background, however, it was outside of Judaism. It was very sweet to know that everyone at the Jewish service was very welcoming and willing to embrace us with open arms. Here's our video and our references. Thank you.